Hello guys, it's your boy Straight Yarns and welcome back to another video. Today we will be reviewing match day 1 of the A-League. We will be reviewing the 5 games and its controversy, and I will be, for the Mariners game, we'll see what I'll do with that. So the first game of the A-League season, Adelaide versus Sydney. Now, we will have a look at my reaction or my prediction for that game. We'll be right back. Sydney FC, we have the champions versus third place from last year. I think it was by half. Anyway, the champions versus the challengers. I reckon it'll be close. It'll be very tough, and I think Adelaide will get it done. They'll get it done 2-0. A 2-0 solid win by the Reds. They'll win. As you saw that, I got the prediction wrong. I said Adelaide would beat Sydney FC 2-0. But I was wrong, because in the first 20 minutes, Sydney FC were 2-0 up. By half time, it was 2-2 and Adelaide were down to 10 men. It took till the 80th minute for someone to win the game, and it was Sydney FC, Ryan McGowan, I think. Ryan McGowan scoring a header from a corner, delivered by your boy Ninkovic, I think. Oh no, it was Bahamyahan. Now, the next game, which I've already reacted to, is the Western Sydney Wanderers versus the Central Coast Mariners. Let's have a look what I thought, or what I predicted in that first game. Let's have a check. It'll be tough. I'm not going to predict a win for any team, because I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. That's what Mariners want, and it's what we need. It's not what obviously I ended up getting that wrong, because as I said, it was going to be 1-1. Now, let's go into the controversies of this game, because it was a very controversial game, like I said in my review of the Wanderers Mariners game. I predicted obviously 1-1. The game ended up 2-1 for the Wanderers. The controversy in this game was the handball, or the goal that pretty much put the game to bed. Mitch Duke scored 2 against his old club, but the penalty decision was a bit... His arm was out here. Usually, his arm out here is a penalty, but here is where I think, and most Mariners, some Wanderers supporters think that may have not have been a penalty. He was bringing his arm down towards his body, and they gave it a penalty. Come on, Australia, FFA, you got to get your better refs. Even though that ref was his first time in the A-League, he doesn't know what to expect. That guy refereed, I think it was him. He refereed in the World Cup last year. But anyway, on to the next game. The next game was the Melbourne Derby, which, let's have a look about what I said then. A 1-0 win to the Victory, because I reckon Melbourne City are going to try and push their focus to the FFA Cup after they beat Brisbane Strikers. So it'll be Melbourne. As you see then, I predicted 1-0 to the Victory. The game ended up with the most boring derby I've ever watched and ever seen. It was a 0-0 draw. It was the most dull game ever. But there's another controversy here with VAR. Cam Soda, that's his last name, yes, scored an absolute great goal and an absolute brilliant celebration, and it was all stuffed up by VAR. He was offside by this much. How do you see that? I mean, the new technology with VAR kind of is that good that you can just get away with it. But still, that should have counted. I mean, in Sunday League and in the Championship in England down to League 2, that's fine. That's a goal. That is a goal. That is a guaranteed goal in the lower division. Obviously, because the Prem has VAR and the rest don't. I mean, it makes sense. But so next game was a very hard game to predict. Was Wellington Phoenix versus Western United. Let's see what I thought of that game, and I'll be right back. That'll be a tough game after Western United signed the top goal scorer in A-League history in Besart Berisha. Hopefully he'll score. He'll definitely score, and I'm gonna predict a Western United win. Actually, I'm gonna predict a 2-1 win by Western United. Okay, Besart Berisha will. Oh, I was so close with that prediction. Ended up being 1-0 to Western United, and I was right. Besart Berisha did score for the Wests, and I was not surprised. But Western United, they played really well. There was a sign that said one trader, one club, 3 traders or something. I'll get a picture of it and I'll put it in. It was on the A-League Instagram. But yeah. I'll put it in right now. The next game and the final game of the round is Perth Glory versus Brisbane Roar. Let's have a check of that game and that result. And I'll show you my reaction to the game afterwards. This is Brisbane, and I think Perth are going to smack Brisbane 3-0 because Perth have a really, really strong team. As you can see right there, I predicted a 3-0 win to Perth, and let's talk. Okay, Chris Economidis scored just after half time, and then in the 94th minute, with 4 minutes added on, Roy O'Donovan scores a really, really nice diving header, even though I hate him so much. He scored a great, great header. And there's not much you could do about it, really. I'd say goal of the round was Milan Duric's goal against the Wanderers. It was a nice outside the boot crossbar and in front of the RBB, which is the Wanderers fans. So, thank you guys for watching. Peace. Well, actually, wait, before I even go, there's like a red box down there. Click that subscribe button, yeah. And there's like a thumbs up next to it. Click a like while you're there. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.